Last time on D&D. Where do we start?
Yeah, so last time we started with a recap of how exactly everyone passed the first trial, which was choosing what you wanted to do to go forward.
Yes. Take what you want and go deeper.
Right, which was an assortment. Let's see how many I can remember. Okay,
All right, leader man. Let's see.
Brendan picked elderberry.
Correct.
Sajar picked tea and unseasoned chicken, spit roasted over a fire. Trying to remember who went next after that. I think it was Anushka who picked a
Yeah, we
pot
had to
of
interject
stew.
them. Yeah, pot of stew.
I want to say Deet picked.
We interjected both of them at the same time.
Yeah, and it's hard for me to remember because the
Deet
interjection.
picked
We're not in
alcohol.
there.
Deep picked alcohol.
Mhm.
There's the idea
Right,
of like it helps you
right,
like lucid and limber.
Right, that's what it was. Okay. After that was
Booze is a food group.
No, after that was Oriana who picked Cascus and
Apple.
an apple. Following that was Silas, who picked a little bit of what everyone else had.
And everything else they haven't seen before.
Right.
One thing one particular weird looking thing that they hadn't seen before.
I don't know what that is.
Fruit tart quiche thing.
Oh.
Okay.
It's all that you wouldn't get it.
America picked too much food for herself, so everyone could share. Tullus, the empty trial of chalices, filled with some beef jerky, I believe.
Yeah, something for the road.
True. Zal picked what a bear would eat.
Some salmon, some berries, some nuts. You know the works.
Whatever you find.
Oh God, what did Vaso decide?
Vaso, I think he had like a. I think he did similar to Redane, where he had like a cup or something that was empty. No.
Why can't I remember?
How interesting.
Oh.
You were the only one that was in the room at the time, so.
Right, yeah, that's the one I'm forgetting too. Like, I literally have nothing.
Pull out my Captain Riker. Interesting.
Interesting.
That man has traumatized me.
Because I thought it was like a feast type something. Like, I can't remember. Anyways, yeah, oh well.
Vaso grabbed food befitting a errant knight, and he said he described that it was something a man he once knew would have wanted.
There we go. Okay. Let's see. That's everyone. That's Tullus. That's America, Vaso,
That's all the vagrants. Yep.
Yep. Okay. And myself grabbed a chalice and emptied it out of its fine frostweave wine, which led us to Brendan going in first. And
I will say you did a very good job of remembering everyone. Take an inspiration.
Hey, I'll gladly take it and burn it.
Hopefully your guys' rolls aren't as bad this week.
It will be.
Of course.
So Brendan went into the next room first and saw the next trial that had candles, I believe. I don't exactly remember.
Single candle.
Yeah, go ahead. Take it away, Brendan. There you go.
I had a single candle on top of a large oaken root table that looked like it was growing out of the floor. There was two sort of it was a giant greenhouse looking thing, with two areas that looked like they were swaying in the breeze, because it was covered in like thigh-high grass, and two areas were swaying in the breeze, and Brendan discovered that they were, in fact, just illusions covering a giant pit that would fall to their deaths and spikes, and was no bueno.
It's crazy.
So he eventually placed his plate on the table and fed the whatever it was that was fed.
Fed the table.
Fed the table. His elderberries.
Feeding anything. It was more of a, it just went away sort of deal.
Yeah, it was consumed.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Yeah.
Then Sajar came in and lit the candle, and his plate and food disappeared. Yeah. Then, as time went on, other people came in. Yada yada. And we spent a lot of time figuring out nothing until time ran out and they got bored, and suddenly we started fighting monsters that appeared where beams of light appeared in the room. Yeah. And we almost died. And some of us were left behind as we went through the door. Because we're the big stupid and can't look after our friends.
Well, I won't say that's here or there. I think staying there altogether might not have been a good idea either. But there's no right answer to that.
So,
tactics doesn't always have one answer. So you guys as players sit on that. But what happened after?
it could have gone better. It could have gone worse. Oh, hand it back to Garth, because I can't remember.
Don't hand it
how
to
the
Garth. Garth wasn't there for that scene. If
Oh,
anything, hand it to
you-
someone else that
you.
was there. If anything, I should have done everything up to that point.
Well, you're not there.
No, Oriana was in a fucking room. You guys were in a completely different room.
Oh, yeah, but you were listening.
Yeah, someone else do it.
Okay.
You already built up the habit today that someone else is doing it. Someone else do it.
I ain't in charge here.
I'll take it for you guys.
No, do it.
You guys
I'll do
went into a tall, cylindrical, tower-esque room with a large tree that spanned up into an infinite ceiling. No windows, only the way in and the one way out. When you guys went to investigate that way out, two of you felt a little tickle in your bodies, as if surgically implanted with lock and key. Some fun Saw-esque shit there. But instead of humoring Lyco and carving each other, or the dog, open, I was really hoping for that. Hoping you guys would be dog killers, that would have been a good bit to keep going forward. Oh well, shame. You guys did manifest lock and key, but before you guys left the place, well, I'll leave it to you, Garth. Do you want to talk about the other side of the door, or do you want to skip past it? Because technically they weren't there. Or he can just be on mute and ignore me.
I thought I was muted, so I was unmuting myself to talk, and then I was a dumbass and didn't realize that I was not muted in the first place.
So
Sorry, I'm clarifying because it was extremely rude out of context. Basically, she tried to use the seed, like the... I was gonna make the fucking joke. Tried to use Great-Grandfather Redwood's little peach pit that he gave us, to summon the tree to try and use it to body block so we could get people out. Instead, Lyco said, hey, give that to me and you guys could go forward. And it's like, with not much of an option really presented otherwise, considering we tried to go forward and we're about to die. Unless we give her the thing. Her? I'm gonna go with her. Shut up, Fred. Just gave him the tree ent? It's a tree man thing. It's a weird situation. Gave her the thing.
I'll put it in perspective. There was no way all of you were getting out of there.
Yeah.
There's no way. All of you. And knowing who you guys are, you weren't going to leave someone. Or rather, you might have. The NPCs weren't. So, that's why the deal was made. You either leave yourself, or you all go forward together. The Trion can save you. It's not going to save America and Tolis. And Zal is going to stay for them. And, well... Here, where's the button? Where's the button?
It does 2d12 plus 5 damage, I want to say.
No, it does 9d10 and you're cast down 500 feet into the pit. Yeah. No, I'm very happy. I'm surprised, honestly. But I'm very happy none of you guys stayed grappled for too long. Or else you guys would have been on the business end of a pit of spikes. Gave a god another god's seed. I think that's the plot. I think that's a plot point in God of War. That's besides the point. So, you did manage to go forward. All of you managed to go forward. Lock and key and so on. And then you guys were ejected out to a phantasm, I guess you would call it. No, not a phantasm. Make it sound like it's fake. It was quite real. A projection. There we go. A projection of your guys' camp. Yes, yes. What happened thereafter?
Yeah, indeed we did. To which we found everyone was we could touch the ground, but everything else wasn't really interaction, except we could touch Lyco, who was in disguise. And after some investigation, we got her to crack a little. To which she then... Oh, there was the whole thing where we sent a sending to Lambert,
You did.
who was like, am I getting pranked?
April Fool's in game.
He was getting pranked.
You know, being the loyal soldier he is.
Very confusedly, but yes.
He went through with it. To which Lyco literally just moved down a little bit. But she eventually did crack and opened a portal. And I can't remember if she did it now or later, but she eventually said, yeah, just go through and you're done. Easy. Which was...
No, it was when we were still at the camp,
Was-
because it was the bait.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. I thought it was at the camp.
Yeah.
Which we picked up on, and she was like, oh, okay, fine, you got me. You're too smart. Oh my god, y'all are so cool. XD.
That really is the vibe Lyco gives off, huh? Yeah.
I'm just like, yeah, you're the best. Congratulations. Meanwhile, she's planning like 15 different ways to kill you.
So, like every fairy.
Pretty much.
Okay, not
But
every
so,
fairy. Most fairies.
she did bring us back to the dining hall, which was different and changed, and actually invited us to a meal where she took off her mask and revealed herself as Lyco. Let's see. A lot of it we're probably going to talk about soon, but
Yes.
basically told us that she was going to give us a reward, not because we deserved it, but because she finds us amusing.
That's deserving in her own eyes, so.
Right.
Yeah. At the very least, we got through her trials. So it's like, okay, you get something for that, I guess.
Well, I think the general vibe was, yeah, what you get from the trials is saying you got through the trials, but I guess you were entertaining enough.
There you go.
So she, asked some questions and ensured that we could stay the night, not that we had anywhere else to go because there were no doors.
You could stay at least for this one night, whether you want to or not.
And then we, as players, were asked to have questions and what we were going to petition her, essentially.
To which only a couple of you did send to me, and you sent me, like, literally the day of.
Yeah, I completely forgot.
Yeah.
I was kind of operating under like, oh, we said it during the thing, and whoops.
To be fair,
I told you guys to type it over to me.
I forgot.
I completely forgot because I sent the first thing the same day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it might be
then let me just say, fuck it, we'll do it live.
Listen, I'm not smart.
That's fine.
I never claimed to have good memory.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Then I think that about does it. That being said, I did actually type up the item Lyco gave you. It is in your equipment section.
Oh, it certainly is.
It certainly is. Lyco's shawl. So you don't actually have to wear it as a mask. You can wear it as like a travel cloak or a scarf or something.
Yeah.
Something to fit your grandiose image. Oh, I forgot to put one last thing in note.
I need to turn on my lights because the sunlight is no longer.
There you go. It can also sort of transmorg into other appearances. So it can be used in a bit of way, like as a disguise, in a way. It's only one piece of clothing itself, but also like sometimes that's all you need.
If you're in a crowd and you just make it look different and cover your head, then it could
Indeed.
work. Yeah.
Yes, it could. That's what surveillance agencies call it. Changing your profile.
Yeah, gray man tactics.
Apparently, you get drilled on that, being able to change your profile in a certain amount of time. Obviously,
what's the time?
I think the lowest one is 30 seconds.
That's fast.
Enough that you could turn a corner.
Yeah, you turn a corner and then someone the person chasing you walks by and you're going the opposite direction. They don't notice it's you because your profile looks different now. It's like, we're looking for 5'10" Caucasian male dressed in a green hoodie and a red beanie and a gray t-shirt, and then you ditch the beanie, chuck it in the trash somewhere, you roll up the hoodie and put it inside your backpack, you take out the thing you had in your backpack previously, which is a really really thin, velvety looking like vest thing that you'd see fucking casino dealers wear, yada. So that's the point of it. And you gotta do it fast. To anyone that sees you that's not your pursuer, you probably look like a fucking idiot changing your outfit mid-street.
Hi,
but it doesn't matter what they think. It doesn't matter what they think. All that matters is you trick your pursuer. So yeah, fun espionage thing there. I don't know if they still practice in this modern day and age because of face tracking technology is so damn advanced these days. Up until you shine a laser at it, that is. Anyways, so yeah, you have the item. You guys, as a group, will get some more stuff, and I will denote it to you here and now, rather simply. You guys will get a sum of money, which we'll roll for later, and you guys get your pick of a... I just realized Ninja's not here. Maybe I'll reiterate on there. A +1 weapon, a +1 armor, or an item that increases your DCs by 1. Any DC you have. Not all... Okay, if you're multi-class, it won't increase all your DCs across the board. It will increase the DCs of one class. So, spell save, key, maneuvers, you name it. And if you don't wear armor, then there's a thing for that as well. Laughs in Mage Armor Amplification Bracer. But that's besides the point.
Does she have, like, braces of defense?
She has lesser. They increase your AC by 1.
Yeah, I figured. That's what lesser is. That's mildly tempting.
That also implies that there is
my match guide.
there is a Grandmaster Bracer of Defense, which increases
like a +4. Oh my god! Basically, you have shield constantly.
Basically, yeah. But there's a whole quest There's a whole quest line to get those. So good luck with that.
It probably involves John. Let's be honest.
It actually doesn't involve John. I mean, any quest like can involve John. Just speak his name thrice as a player, and he'll show up and break the fourth wall. But that's besides the point.
John.
All right, you summon him.
Oh shit. Anyways.
Alright, you're safe for now.
For now.
You're safe for now. So yeah,
that's very brave and very stupid, Garth.
You guys will get the items in a little bit. When Lyko herself actually gives them to you. Until then, she will know, quote unquote, your heart's desires and give you what you want. And then money, because everyone wants money, right? That's what mortals like these days, fellow kids. So
she just has a stockpile that she just kind of grabs a handful from and is like, yeah, that's probably good.
Yeah, it's like a rich parent giving allowance.
Well, like 2K? 2K sounds fine.
How much does one of those hot dogs at Costco cost? Still $1.62? Alright, here, buy yourself 100. So yeah. Alrighty. I typoed that name. There we go. So, let me play this. Da-da-da. Fantastic. So, let's get into it. You guys are... Well, we pick up exactly right where we left off. You guys are in... I'll call it Lyko's Lodge. It's basically a lodge. And she actually has departed to go grab your rewards, so to speak. So you guys are alone in the room right now.
But, like, Are we really alone?
That's up to your paranoia to so determine. Is it paranoia or is it caution? I don't know.
It's not paranoia if it's accurate.
Exactly. What's the line from the old Guardsman part? There's nothing worse than a paranoia that's proven right.
Look at you, fucking Twitch.
Hey, Twitch saved their lives like 5 times. So yeah, the food is there. Your guys' previously selected foods, what a wide array it is, truly. The fire is roaring. There's skies of twilight outside. Unexpected, or unsurprisingly, rather. And you guys are just sort of thinking on your next course of action, be it asking questions, getting out of here. Tolis is in the midst of scribbling, rather, in their book. And has uncharacteristic frustration to their eyes. Like trying to figure out like a formula, like it's like trying to do like a math test, you know, you can't fucking figure out the formula, but you know the formula and you just aren't getting the right answer. And that's not how math works. Yeah, that's what it totals is at right now. America is walking around the place, just sort of looking at the windows, planning how to get out of here. Well, Zal is just sort of lounged back on 2 chairs because he's that much of a man spreader. He's that awesome. While Vasso's by the fire staring intently into it.
Yeah, being pretty confident in there isn't really a way out unless she lets us out. Oriana's gonna actually sit down and catch her breath. She's at like fuck all HP, so she needs a rest.
That it must be are.
Yeah.
Fire crackles in the background. Yeah, I just wonder what to do in a phase abode when you're not a guest.
Try not to touch anything.
For clarification.
Yes, for clarification, if you are declared as a guest, not only by a fairy, by any elder power, that means they cannot hurt you, but vice versa, you cannot attack or do anything back against them. You cannot violate your rights of guestship, or them their rights of hostship. Doing so would be an immense, egregious mistake and will blacklist you across all of existence among elder powers. So far as painted you as a bad deal to everyone. And they just know that shit, because that's how elder powers are. Fun times, that. Fun times.
Yeah.
They sanction your ass.
They sanction you, yes. Well, there's some that still take... It's usually demons that take deal breakers, oath breakers, word breakers, because they have nowhere else to turn to, and the void can just remake you anyways, right? So, they don't.
Terrifying.
You were a word breaker. You are now one of us.
See,
join the flesh.
Right now, we're in the wild, wild west of fucking anything goes. And unfortunately, she has a bigger gun.
Once upon a time in the west. And lost his mind in the west.
Oh.
Wild,
the
wild
world
west.
where he becomes Morpheus instead.
Nah, no. I'm good.
Hey, Oriana, you look a little banged up. You alright?
Not particularly. Crack open your sheets. That's terrifying.
Yes, as you know,
He
he says this. Rudain would come over as well. What did it cost you?
I'm trying to think of like what her reaction would be. No, she just takes a breath and gives the kind of detailed summary of like what happens. I had an idea for how to use Great-Grandfather Redwood's assets, let's say, and it didn't go as planned. I'm kind of Trying to figure out how to fix that. Well, maybe not fix it. Figure out the repercussions of the actions before they occur, you know?
See. We'll find the solution together then. I wouldn't stress it too much. If you died, it would have been lost anyways.
That's the only real solace I have in the situation. But the notion of still giving it over as opposed to it just being taken is... It's a conversation for a different time.
Right.
She
Just
says it's kind of
saying
like
that
tapping
might
her
have a
finger.
different connotation.
Hmm.
Nothing we can do about it now, except push forward.
Maybe. If we had some privacy, then I might have an idea, but both of those seem rather rare right now. Considering we're in
Thank
a
you,
phase of...
Oriana. That sacrifice.
Hmm.
It's not easy. Looking over at the other vagrants, Sajar, he looks a little pained. He's just gonna say, I'm sorry, I should have stayed.
There's no way to have known.
Precisely. Try to remember this instance for the next time, because we might not get lucky. Or as lucky.
Yeah. I believed you would be... No, it's on me. I will keep that in mind.
By the way, what was the next trial? We were there pretty briefly, but it was very weird. It was like a
Oh, you mean...
dog?
Oh, that.
Yes. Come back to this screen where we all forgot it was covered in crap.
Oh yeah, let me just put this in the GM layer. There you go. And what the fuck is this shit? Mini Verdane, what will he do? Okay, well, he's dead now, so.
Oh no, we shot
Short-lived.
Mini
Small Verdane has gotten assassinated. He was about to defund the CIA or something, I don't know.
Just like Archduke Ferdinand.
Like
Yeah,
JFK.
JFK, yeah.
Yeah. I have no idea what Archduke Ferdinand did, let's be honest.
Existed.
I was gonna say,